You know, life is an interesting thing. In the beginning, you don't seem to get it. Why do things work the way they work? Why do people do things the way they do? And as you grow, start to experience life, you seem to you're not gonna get the whole understanding, but you will begin to get a little bit of understanding. Let's say maybe you're just sitting and you're just talking to somebody and they mention something, and then in your brain something clicks. Let me kind of break it down a little bit for you so you understand what I mean. Like as a kid, let's say you're growing up and your mom is home, but your dad is really never home, and he always got his suitcase ready to go out the door, right? And you wonder why is he never home? And you start to question. Well, as time goes by, maybe they'll explain it to you why he's not at home, why he's always running out, maybe why does he only have 2 days to chill with you, and maybe you explain that to the kid, and maybe they tell you, he's going to job. Okay, but what's the reason is he going to job for? Maybe they explain to you, we gotta pay for the house, for the car, for the school, etc., etc. And then you grow up. Maybe you hit the same stage as your parents did, and you're like, oh, okay. And you seem to do the same thing they did, and you're like, oh, okay, now I understand a little bit more. And sometimes why they're unhappy or happy, why do they look really stressed out? Why you seem to get all this stuff at the stage where they were when you were like a kid. You haven't really got it, you didn't know why things are done the way they were done. So now as you have hit that stage, you still got that little bit of understanding, not the whole thing, but you get to have a little bit of understanding, and then you're like, okay, now I get it. This is what I have to do, and this is how I do it. And then over time goes by, and then all right, then you're like, maybe, and then you keep learning more, and then it comes to things like health, finance, and schooling. All this thing keeps building up. You can't seem to escape this cycle of life, and then you have your own ideas that you want to implement, but you can't implement because you have developed this old routine where you gotta keep repeating and repeating and repeating the same thing over and over, and it doesn't seem to give you a space to relax or kind of put something together for yourself for a long long time. For me, time has gone by, and I am coming to realize that whatever I have been doing for the past since I was 18 has not been working. I mean, maybe it did for a little bit, but I realized what I'm doing from that time to now, I think it's not gonna be something that will sustain me for a long, long time. Whether that's financially, health-wise, consumption-wise, and all that stuff. Mainly, where I'm trying to share is, have you noticed that the step or the way you've been taught to get something or earn something